Imagine if every time you heard music, you saw vibrant colors dancing before your eyes. Or what if your favorite food had a distinct, tangible shape in your mouth? For some people, this isn't imagination. It's their everyday reality. Today, we're diving into the extraordinary world of synesthesia, where senses literally cross-wire, and we'll explore how this unique perception fundamentally reshapes their entire world. Imagine tasting colors. Or seeing sounds as geometric patterns floating in space. Feeling textures when you hear certain words. This is the kaleidoscope of perception we call synesthesia. What if your everyday reality was fundamentally different? Richer, more layered, even overwhelming at times. Today, we're diving deep into the synesthesia spectrum. The incredible ways senses crosswire in the human brain. And here's what most people don't know. You already experience mild synesthesia every single day. You just don't realize it. When you describe a sound as bright or sharp, you're using visual language for an auditory experience. When you call a cheese loud or a color warm, your senses are crossing categories. This is linguistic synesthesia, and everyone does it. But for about 4% of the population, this cross-wiring isn't just metaphorical, it's literal. Their brains have extra neural connections between sensory processing regions that shouldn't normally communicate. And the result is a completely different experience of reality. Let me show you what I mean. Meet someone with grapheme color synesthesia. When they look at the letter A, they don't just see a shape. They see it bathed in a specific color, maybe red. B might be blue, C could be yellow. These colors are automatic, consistent, and involuntary. They've experienced them their entire life. For them, reading text is like looking at a rainbow. Every word has a color palette. Every sentence creates a visual symphony. And they assumed everyone saw the world this way. Until someone told them otherwise. Or consider chromesthesia, sound to color synesthesia. When someone with this condition hears a violin, they see cascading waves of blue or silver. A trumpet might explode in bright orange. Each instrument, each note, each timbre has its own color. Music becomes a multisensory experience. Not just heard, but seen and felt. And here's what's truly remarkable about this. Scientists can now see these cross-wirings in brain scans. When a synesthete hears a sound and sees a color, both their auditory cortex and visual cortex light up simultaneously. This isn't imagination. This isn't metaphor. Their brain is genuinely processing the sound as visual information. The cross-wiring is real and measurable. But synesthesia goes far beyond colors and sounds. Some people experience lexical gustatory synesthesia. Certain words trigger specific tastes in their mouth. The word telephone might taste like orange juice. Basketball could taste like waffles. These associations are automatic, consistent, and lifelong. Imagine having conversations where every sentence creates a cascade of flavors. Then there's mirror touch synesthesia. People with this condition literally feel what they see others feeling. If they watch someone being touched on the arm, they feel that touch on their own arm. If they see someone in pain, they experience that pain. In their own body. This creates an extraordinary level of empathy. But it can also be overwhelming in crowded spaces. Every gesture, every facial expression triggers physical sensations. Now here's the question that changes everything. Can you train yourself to experience synesthesia? Can you deliberately cross-wire your senses to expand your perception of reality? The answer is yes, but not in the way you might think. You can't create the automatic, involuntary synesthesia that people are born with. But you can train what researchers call acquired synesthesia, a deliberate practice of cross-modal perception that creates similar neural pathways. And that's exactly what we're going to do together right now. For the next 10 minutes, I'm going to guide you through a synesthesia training experience. We're going to deliberately cross-wire your senses and create new neural connections. By the end, you'll never experience reality quite quite the same way again. Let's begin with sound-to-color training. Close your eyes and hum a low note. As you hum, imagine this sound has a color. What color feels right for this deep, low vibration? Maybe it's a deep purple or a rich brown. Don't think about it. Let the color arise intuitively. Now hum a higher note. Notice how the color wants to change. Higher frequencies often feel lighter, brighter. Maybe yellow or white or pale blue. You're training your brain to create associations between auditory and visual processing centers. Now listen to the ambient sounds around you. Assign each sound a color. The hum of electronics might be a cool silver. Distant traffic could be gray with hints of orange. Your breathing might be soft green. Don't judge your choices. There's no right answer. You're exploring your own unique cross-modal associations. With practice, these associations become automatic. Your brain starts making these connections without conscious effort. Now let's try texture-to-sound synesthesia. Touch something near you, anything. As you feel its texture, imagine it makes a sound. Smooth surfaces might sound like a long, sustained note. Rough textures could crackle or buzz. Soft materials might whisper or hum. You're creating cross-modal mappings. Training your tactile cortex to communicate with your auditory cortex. Now try the reverse. Listen to a sound and imagine its texture. If you had to touch this sound, what would it feel like? A violin might feel smooth and flowing like silk. A drum hit could feel sharp and punctuated like sandpaper. Your breathing might feel soft like cotton. These aren't random associations. Research shows there are universal patterns in how humans map sensory experiences across modalities. People across cultures tend to associate high-pitched sounds with bright colors, low sounds with dark colors, smooth textures with flowing sounds. This suggests our senses are more interconnected than we normally recognize. Now let's try the most advanced practice. taste to shape synesthesia. If you have any food or drink nearby, take a small taste. If not, recall the taste of your favorite food. Now, imagine this taste has a geometric shape. Sweet tastes often feel round, smooth, curved. Sour tastes might feel angular, pointed, sharp. Bitter could be jagged or complex. Salty might be crystalline, structured. You're training your gustatory cortex to communicate with your visual and spatial processing centers. This creates entirely new dimensions of taste experience. Professional chefs and sommeliers often develop this naturally. They describe flavors in terms of structure, shape, and architecture. They've trained their synesthetic perception to access deeper layers of taste information. Now, here's what's happening in your brain right now. You're creating new neural pathways. Connections between sensory regions that don't normally communicate directly. This is neuroplasticity in action. And the more you practice these cross-modal exercises, the stronger these pathways become. Eventually, you'll start experiencing spontaneous synesthetic perceptions. A sound will automatically suggest a color. A texture will evoke a sound without conscious effort. You'll begin to perceive the interconnectedness that synesthetes experience naturally. And something profound will shift in how you experience reality. You'll realize that the separation between senses is somewhat arbitrary, a construct of how your brain organizes information. But underneath that organization, everything is connected. All sensory experience is ultimately the same thing. And consciousness doesn't really distinguish between seeing and hearing, tasting and touching. It's all just information. All experience arising in the same awareness. This is the ultimate insight of synesthesia training. Not just cross-wiring your senses, but recognizing the unified field of perception itself. So practice these exercises daily. Assign colors to sounds, shapes to tastes, textures to music, sounds to visual patterns. Play with the cross-modal connections. And watch as your reality begins to shift. becoming richer, more layered, more interconnected. Welcome to the synesthetic spectrum, where senses crosswire and perception expands beyond its ordinary boundaries. End of narration.